okay. All right. Hello. And welcome to the Necessary and Unnecessary podcast. I'm your host, Nip Swag, and we have two very necessary guests in this fuck of the night. I mean.
Cheers to that.
Yeah. We got whole live nigga, and we got face in this thing, man. What's going on with you, Playaz?
I'm good. Can't call it living large.
Living large, can't call it. So this is episode 133.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about players and hustlers, and not no busters. So, tell us a little bit about yourself, Face.
Oh man. Born and raised in Texas by way of New Orleans.
Okay.
Came out here to Atlanta. And shit, we doing the thing, man.
That's about it.
Easy peasy going first.
Yeah. If y'all watch the AJ Jeff episode of Necessary Content podcast, you will know that Face be turned up.
Just a little bit.
You got your new single.
Speaks for itself. I got Fuck It Up now on all platforms. Go check that. Listen to that right now.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Whole live nigga.
Yeah, the coldest piece of ice in the motherfucking bucket. This whole live nigga in this motherfucking thing. You heard me? I'm from Baltimore City. You know what I mean? South side, west side certified. You feel me? Been to ATL, dragging my nuts and shit. They call me Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Just everywhere with it. You feel
Okay.
me? So yeah. Outside of that, man, I'm just doing great things. Trying, you know what I mean, keep my head above water. You know what I mean?
Making the way when you can. You feel me? Okay, so let's dive on into some things and stuff with players. What's your definition of a player?
Pimp, Mac, south side of the boulevard.
All those things. There's no difference between a pimp, a player, and a Mac. Semantics.
A little difference in there.
I don't get all into the semantics too much. Yeah. A little bit of different flavor. Different sauce for
Player is just somebody that's a master of whatever it is that they craft. Whether they a pimp, Mac, basketball player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then some people that's in a certain realm, they not the player of that realm. They just participating.
In the audience.
Yeah, there you go.
In the stands.
Yeah, if you want to compare to sports, LeBron was the player. Jordan was the player. Some people just participating and assisting. They're just Scottie Pippins and shit.
Yeah.
So to me, a player is the one who's dominating whatever that field is.
Whole lot of niggas. Tell me about this automatic, systematic single you got right now.
Roman diamond chain attached, dripped in design. Yeah.
With the shrimp fried rice.
Yeah. Ain't nobody fucking shrimp fried rice. So it's called Here I Go. Make sure y'all go grab that shit. It's out right now on my project, The Soul of Baltimore. And it's song number 2 on that project. I'm actually shooting a video soon, so I'm excited about that. I wrote that song just in, you know what it is. Sometimes you just in your vibe. It was like one of them days I was like, I heard the beat, I was like, this motherfucker, like, hey, fuck this shit. Like, I was just in my vibe one day. You know what I'm saying? I was really like in my bag one night, and it's actually after like somebody had me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I was just talking to them on like, bitch, you know who the fuck I am? It was like one of them type of things.
Automatic, systematic.
Yeah, and it just went from there. I was at 2 Chainz's birthday party, and if you know, every year 2 Chainz had like a 70s vibe birthday party.
Oh, okay.
And I was leaving clean in a motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the place, it had speakers on the outside. And I forgot the name of the location, but I'm walking up the street, walking through the hood, walking back to the whip. And the MJ song is, Jackson 5 song is playing out in the street, it sounded like it's like acapella.
Mm-hmm.
And the shit was just ripping through the street so hard, it was like, damn, what the fuck? It sounded like somebody was just singing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, no, that's music. Like, that's somebody. Then I just like, oh yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That was it. Then the rest was just history.
Turned on like
Yeah.
Dirk Diggler.
Yep. My guy that did the track, he actually is from Gary, Indiana. Shouts out God Mike Willie.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Gary, Indiana, where Jackson 5 and everybody is from. I went out there, did a whole bunch of content and shit. Literally, it all, the universe put all that together, and then here I go.
Mm-hmm.
So, started off with somebody had me fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
I had to let them know that. And now I'm really dragging on them right now. Where I'm from, dragging means I'm really doing really good over them. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But, stunting on them type of
Yeah.
shit. And I ain't looked back since. So
That is an awesome segue and to fuck it up.
yeah,
I had to tell my best friend, man, I heard your theme song tonight. Cause every time somebody gets a dance and they be going, they be like, fuck it up. You feel me? I'm like, I said, this your theme song. I had to send her the clip before I even finished editing. I need to hear the story behind fuck it up. Cause you was literally up there fucking it up.
killed it.
Man, well, first off, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you sharing your story. I'm man really a few words. That's why I do so much on stage. Fuck It Up is basically self-explanatory. But coming from the 5 tracks that I currently have out right now, my first track was Watching You Work. Then it was Move. It was On Me Yeah. Then it was Pop Your Shit. And now I'm on Fuck It Up. Y'all go over there, listen to the catalog and get in all that one by one, bit by bit, piece by piece. Not enough time for all that. But man, Fuck It Up is something that, I feel like culturally, we know what that means. On this side, here, they may not know, call it what it is. Whether it's in the club, you know what I'm saying, whether it's on your nemesis, your enemy, your hater, you know what I'm saying, your old baby mama, old lady, and they them. If you're translating it, giving it your all.
Yeah.
Because I come from a motivational type background. And on stage, motivational, get them going. But for us, we may say things and communicate a different type of way that really gets us motivated. So like, what future song? Fuck up the comments, right? So that's what it was for me. It's the motivation to have that energy to keep going in the direction that you want to be going and do what you want to do to get and achieve what you're looking for. And hey, when you get it, you celebrate it. Let that hell out. So that's what I hope y'all gathered and y'all experienced when I was on the stage. Just fucking it up. Fucking hang on.
So what do y'all think is the most stereotype thing about players that's just totally just false? You know what I mean? Like, I'm the type of person I get to know individuals. You know what I mean? Everybody you meet is never just one thing. They'll say, oh, he's a pimp, oh, he's a player, oh, he's a gangster, oh, you know what I mean? But what do you think is a stereotype?
All right, y'all went off the real. All pimping and pimping.
Yeah.
Like, there's some people that say they pimping, but they really simple. I understand it ain't tricking if you got it, but that even has its own element to it. But there's some people that think they pimping, but they simple. Because you got, and I'm, take it with a grain of salt, however you feel about it. Just because you got 20 girls on payroll, I wouldn't say you're pimping.
Because you paying them, they ain't paying you.
You are ATM, you are funded, you are a glorified sponsor.
Good Lord Almighty.
So I'm throwing it out there.
Okay. I guess I would say that you fucking everybody. And you might be fucking a lot, but you ain't fucking everybody. I think that you fuck everybody. You also add that to that. You ain't pimping. Because it's a yeah, there you go. you hoeing. I'm not saying not to fuck.
Right.
Sometimes
Right.
they put certain stigmas
Yeah.
on you and shit. And sometimes it's not even that at all. I think that to really be a real player, you got to have a certain level of control over self and the parts that play a part in what it is that you're doing in the first place.
Here's my phone now. Let me make sure that people can hear us on everything because this is some valuable information and it needs to be disseminated properly and in full audio.
Yeah, because we ain't repeating none of that shit.
None of this. We'll keep it for ourselves before we go away to the beginning, man. You feel me? But I think that I think we got a generational, gap between us. You know what I mean? And I feel like my generation was one of the last ones. It's a few people left with the game that came from way back past all the way down properly. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of seeing that like, oh man, these you know what I mean? These younger guys got their thing going. They, you know what I mean? They got it figured out. Cause I get a lot of let me see. We can hear, but maybe move the mics closer to them. So y'all gotta get close to the mic so we can hear y'all.
Check. Y'all can hear us now, TV land.
Yeah.
What's going on? That's better.
This is important. I'm often outnumbered in my theories on dating and relationships and things like that. You know what I mean? But they don't understand like this how I was raised. Like I wasn't raised like that. You know what I mean? And I might have fell into some pimping for a minute or two. I didn't necessarily like it, but I was playing so hard that I couldn't help but to, all two chose up. Like, okay, you don't want to be a renegade, I'll take your money, drop you off, pick you up, da-da-da-da-da. But I don't got 24/7 to just, devote my time to this for you. You know what I mean? But, that was just me though. But I hung around a lot of pimps and players and they gave me, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of good game from a lot of good, and I feel like we not really doing that like we used to. You know what I mean? And I blame the introduction of pistols into it because the younger generation is less inclined to listen because, oh nigga, I'll shoot you, shut up. Mm-hmm. That was a whole bunch. Pick up where you can. That was a question at the beginning. You don't remember the question?
No.
Damn it. So it was like, how
the stereotypes of pimping.
I think I answered that already. You feel me? So I want to say, how has the game changed, or how was it passed down to you? You know what I mean? This train of thought is not global, I would say. You know what I mean? Like it's imparted to a few special individuals, and it's only a few people that really take to it and grasp it and gravitate to it. You know what I mean? And really get it. But other people, like you said, you're not pimping, you hoeing. Like you said, you're not pimping, you tricking. You know what I mean? So how do you
separate?
Yeah, how do you engulf that mindset?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. I can't speak for everybody. I know. For me, I was taught I wouldn't necessarily say pimping. I'm not gonna say pimping.
Right.
I don't like the Eagles. I would say being business oriented, smooth, charismatic, a man of principles, which in itself, it's gonna attract what's gonna attract, and it's gonna attract what's gonna attract. And I feel like, as you were saying before, being responsible in what you attract and what you do when you attract it, I think that is what's going to show your character and what people gravitate to, and you display like who you are as a person. And I feel like that alone is enough, versus you having to go pimp or put on a pimp or be a pimp or be a player, or because we ain't gonna get into the psychological aspect of it. That means there's gonna be something deeper down inside versus just you being who you are, attracting what you are, and being happy with that is, and being happy with I'm not gonna say necessarily content, but you know, one with oneself. I ain't trying to be all philosophical, I think.
No,
You're kicking it.
I get philosophical on there sometimes, but I feel like it's in you and it's not on you. But it definitely needs to be imparted to you, and you take to it like a fish to water. But if it ain't in you, you get these different variations of the game, and you're like, what is you doing? You know what I mean? That's not it. Whatever that is, you do it. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of it. Personally, I don't consider myself a pimp or none of that shit either.
meaning,
Right? But the idea of it, right? Because if we're gonna be completely honest, the power of a woman is immaculate, right? And it takes a special type of man to even be able to attract that type of energy from not just one woman, but from multiple women, right? When you can attract it from multiple, that says a lot about you and your character. You ain't just those regular run-of-the-mill type of nigga. That separates you, and you're not forcing somebody to do something. It's something, like you said, it's not something that you put on. It's something that's in you. It's not something that you wear, right? So I think that, as you said, it's about how you carry yourself, your morals, what you stand on for real as a man, right? And how you project that out to the world. That's what in 2026 pimping is. And it's not a lot. It's not a lot of people. It's a lot these days. Like you said, it's not people that's passing shit down. So it's a lot of lost motherfuckers that's out here
just doing shit,
just doing
of what they think it is,
what they think they're supposed to do, and then you got some people. Even if it's not passed down to them, some shit just common sense, and common sense not common, right? So if common sense not common, most people don't have common sense. When you can separate yourself just with just that little thing, that you separate yourself from the masses just automatic. So having some type of moral code is like the first step in going in the right direction of being a leader. Pimping me is being a leader. I would consider myself a player because I got a way with words, right? Anybody, in my opinion, that can write and you can come with your own music and so on and so forth, you got a way with words, and words are power. You feel me? So when you have that power and it actually resonates with the masses, that says a lot about you. You know what I mean? And you're not just following just what everybody else is doing. You're not afraid to go in your own direction and build on that and stand on your brick, even if nobody fuck with whatever it is that you're saying do. You gonna stand on that brick. You know what I mean? I've always been that type of person. I'm a die on my shield. It's not a lot of real. It's so many. It's just as far as men concerned. They'll go wherever the fuck the wind is blowing. If they say blow left, them motherfuckers is blowing left. They saying blow right, them niggas is blowing right. They ain't standing on they shit no matter what the fuck.
I was gonna say that don't necessarily mean crashing out about everything.
No.
You know what I mean? That don't mean that, because a lot of people think, oh, you ain't did this, you ain't did that, and you ain't did that. Like, my nigga, you just gave your whole life away over nothing.
Over nothing.
For real.
You still got to use your brain. Still got to think.
You know?
Because
every people I met, I ain't gonna lie, they was smart. You know what I mean? Whether it be, you know what I mean? They had a lot of knowledge. Just on things and such and things and such. You know what I mean? I was real young. I was like, asking me niggas older than me. I ain't go with my dad. I said, all these girls like me, what I'm supposed to do? One nigga tell me, oh, get as many as you can. Now, apparently, that wasn't as many as he could. It was too many for me. Nigga, as many as I can is too many. You feel me? Like, what you talking about? Another nigga told me, he's like, oh, don't count unless you bust one. I'm like, okay, so that means...
they using old metrics.
Right, but this is back in the 80s, though. I'm really talking to, you know, these that's on the track, on the blade, and things of that nature. You feel me? And another nigga told me, that shit, you made it your girlfriend, young bud. Don't make it your girlfriend. Just make her think she your girlfriend. I said, look, all right, but I ain't know... To manage the traffic, I had to take some advice because I didn't know what to do. I was too young to decide what the hell to do. I'm like, it's happening right now. I wasn't even thinking about it. You feel me? And it's just been like, It's been crazy ever since. I just try to keep it to a minimum. That's all I can do. Just keep it to a minimum because it get.
So, I've been running away from home since I was like 7. First time I ever ran away from home.
Okay.
And anybody that know Baltimore know like just the type of vibe Baltimore is. I grew up under all older niggas and shit, right? So I'm running away from my neighborhood and I'm going to neighborhoods. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm up under everybody. Yeah, nigga, what's good? Little ass kid and shit. So I ended up running into all different types of characters. All different types of P's and shit that taught me the game. But this is why I say some people, they go wherever the wind blows. Yeah, you taught me your version of the game, right? And I still took that and made it to what I wanted it to be.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You can give me whatever you want, but I don't have to. You can take the meat and spit out the bones and shit. So it was certain stuff that I agreed with, certain shit that I didn't agree with, certain shit that I liked, certain shit that I didn't like. A man that can't control his dick, like you said, now he just became the hoe. Now you getting hoe because that bitch got you on child support. You got 8 bitches who got you on child support and shit, and they burn your ass up. You not the player now. You getting played.
You getting played. And I ain't gonna lie, when I got into my 30s, you feel me, and I sat back, I got saved for it. I was super saved, right? And I realized, I said, you know what? I wasn't running through all them chicks. All them chicks was running through me for real, because I never had to do nothing to get nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, you know. And I said probably about 75% of them I wouldn't even have slept with. But I'm shaking it back and I'm moving the group and I'm boom, 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 boom. Here you go, there you go, there you go. You know what I mean? And it was just like, before I knew it, it was like, who was you again? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, but this is the ecstasy era. I'm running around. I'm in the game. You know what I mean? This is what it is. I'm shaking it back so hard. That's why I say I fell in the pivot on accident a couple of times because I'm moving so much. I was choosing that. I'm like, bruh, all right, you know, give me your money, whatever. But really, I'm just moving around so much. It's just, you know, it was just came with it. I got to experience every aspect of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a lot of folk they take the actions that come behind it. They don't understand that it's more about the mindset of organization and shit, right? And you can take that mindset into any realm. Selling vagina, selling pussy is like the lowest form of it. Mm-hmm. But when you can take that and instead of you pimping women and pimping pussy, you can pimp these businesses. Pimp this real estate. It's a completely different world. Right. You still take that same. It's the same. Like I done been on that. We done been on the block and shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's the same. It's the same thing. All of this shit is literally the same shit. Yeah. And if you apply it correctly, you ain't got to worry about the RICO charges from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I had to fight one of them before. But I seen a post like a couple years ago. It said if you can run a game, you can run a Fortune 500 company. You know what I mean? If you could, you know, if you could do all these things in the game and apply it to stuff, granted, the opportunity is just not as prevalent. Like the game was literally on my front porch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I couldn't even get around it. Yeah. There wasn't no way, no how. They selling crack on my porch. How do you get around the game when it's on your porch? So it's too available. So I had to definitely go through it.
Yeah.
But at this point right now, I'm a college graduate. I'm a business owner. You know, single dad, I raised my son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I went through it. You know what I mean?
Product of your environment.
I was definitely.
You was, and then you sometimes you become you are because you're just born into it.
Yeah, you can't. But ain't no way around it.
Your mental ends up saying, "Bing, bing, bing." You grow out of that shit. Or something happens that's pivotal. That say, "Nigga, I don't have to." A smart person learn from his mistakes. Yeah. A smarter person learn from another motherfucking mistake and say, "Oh,
right. All right. Well, you about dumb as hell, ain't you? I ain't doing that."
You know what I'm saying? As long as you learn, though, it's really like the lesson in it all.
I think for me, it was like I had this deep gut feeling like, bruh, this can't just be it. Right. This just can't be it. This just can't be like.
You knew there was more. You wanted more.
I said this can't. You I'm 12, 13, hopping on the BART, going as far as I can to another city. As soon as I got old enough to drive, I'm driving to other cities. Like, nigga, this can't
just be it.
This can't be life. I kid you not, this can't be life. This can't be all that. It got to be other people somewhere doing the hell.
It must be.
Right. This can't be it. So I didn't, but this was all I'm seeing though. You know what I mean? I had a good family. We was in the wrong place though. So all that shit they was teaching me in the house, when I got outside, that shit was a casualty for real. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm gonna do with all this kindness and goodness and all things?
And you use it because of your environment.
Right. That shit is getting me eaten alive out here, man. We got to be stuck out this thing, man. You feel? So traveling. Tell me about traveling.
Traveling?
Traveling.
Okay.
Shit, I'm trying to think what you want to know.
Where you been, Faye?
I've been at an early age. I did most of the U.S. and then after coming out of school, through sports and all type of stuff like that, did the rest of the U.S. As in I say like 25 and up. And now I'm looking to travel around more so from a music standpoint.
Okay. Tours and things.
Yeah. Did all most of the main hubs, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Chicago.
You know about Baltimore, what? Yeah!
Yeah. One night, I was born last night.
Yeah!
I've been through that thing too, man. I'm telling you, 12 o'clock boys.
Yeah! A lot of them my brothers, yeah.
Okay.
So, man. So, that's where I'm at with it right now.
You been out the country?
I have not been out the country, I say completely, like, I haven't, and I'm aiming to do so, and what I'd like to introduce going out of the country is performing out of the country, whether,
You gotta build a fan base out there. Touch down out there. I was passing out CDs in Japan and Dubai.
Yeah, got it.
That's how you get shows.
That's why I'm aiming for it, so it's something on my list that I have not done yet, and it'll get done.
Okay. Because I always tell people it's more than dollars. It's yens, it's Deutschmarks, it's dirhams, it's pounds, it's you feel. They want to hear that. They want to support that. You know what I mean? Do well. In other places, everybody chasing the same dollars. Get you some yen.
Yeah.
Get you some dirhams. You feel?
Type shit.
Traveling, whole live nigga.
I actually been on a couple of different tours. Me and my homeboy, we put on independent tours ourselves, and we then hit about 30 different states. I've been, from East Coast, West Coast. Out of the country, I've been to several different places. Mexico, Canada, Santo Domingo.
Oh yeah.
Bahamas, is that? Did that count? Yeah, but and I'm looking forward to go. I want to go I'm actually trying to go to Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to go to the motherland.
Yeah.
I want to go to West Africa.
I ain't been to Africa yet.
Yeah, I want to go to West
I've
Africa.
definitely been to Japan.
I actually want to go to places that they tell us that they don't like black people.
That ain't the case. They don't like Americans, but black people they do. Like I've never been nowhere. I've been to Cuba, Dubai, Japan, China, all that. And the reception I got, they was like, "How you still out there in America?" Like, well, shit, I can't be out here because what I got to see was how different governments run.
Yeah.
I got monarchies,
Kings,
communism.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all the different type of like to see it in real life, you be like, damn, can I really live like this? Like, Cuba is a government state. Like if the military is out there just
walking around,
just everywhere. Like what the hell? Like so in traveling you get to see because I literally be looking like where could I live at, not knowing that language because a lot of places like China, Japan, if you don't know Chinese,
they put your ass together.
You ain't gonna be able to understand that. I was out there for a week. I was like so stressed out because I didn't understand nothing nobody was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mexico, man, they don't speak. Yeah, and it's rare. It's little pockets of like resorts and shit.
You gotta
they
know
speak
some.
English.
You gotta know
you don't
some
know no
Spanish.
Spanish. Man, you can't live in Mexico.
Yeah.
You can't buy an egg if you don't know where the huevos is.
Yeah, but shit, you stay long enough though, that shit'll start hitting.
Yeah.
Survival will make you start learning that shit.
But I think that just with the present state of America, we definitely gotta be more conscious of what's going around
Fact.
in the rest of the world.
Yeah.
You know, and more conscious of what's going on in America, because so much shit be going on. It's like it feel like it's falling apart because shit's starting to affect us. A while back, you know, all messed up stuff didn't, but now shit is literally coming into your house, like everything. Like, God damn, what is y'all doing? It feel like an invasion.
Main thing, the gas prices.
Yeah, that's first thing. That's obvious off the bat. You know what I mean? And all the cutting of all the funding to all these different things that support us and our communities and our, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
You know, one thing that I realized, even with that, when you say just knowing what's going on just in our own country and shit, in so many ways it's so hard to know because it's so many different reports coming from so
Everybody
many different
The propaganda.
Everybody lying.
and then it's happening on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta just figure out whatever it is, do your own research, and then really just cut the noise off and just stick with your own philosophy the best way that you can. And if that shit working, just keep letting that shit work.
You know what I think of a lot of niggas? I think they don't even know us.
They don't even know.
Because they lying to each other and they hide shit from each other and what they telling us is what, you know what I mean? Like,
On both sides.
they don't even know what's going on because it's too much debauchery, too much badadgery between the parties. Everybody lying to each other and then they all lying to
And
us.
trying to act like they did, both sides acting like they the good guy.
Yes,
You know what
for
I'm
real.
saying?
But they the same bird.
It's the
They
same
two
fucking
wings,
bird
the
with
same
two
bird.
wings. 2 wings. No french fries on the side.
Two different sides of the same coin.
All right, I'm finna shake things up. What do you think?
Uh-oh. Shake that shit.
I always get in trouble on this show, but
I hate when niggas start laughing before they say the shit. Have niggas just sitting in dispense and shit like, oh shit.
Hold on, what did you say? Call me.
tell me what the present state of the black woman is.
The present state of the black woman.
In your opinion, overall,
Oh, you got
in
this one first.
country.
I'll go second.
I don't want to group, and I can't. Younger or older?
Yeah.
Which way are you? It depends on where you're
You
going.
say yeah?
Alright.
All of the above, man. I'm
Alright,
just
so-
saying.
I'm not grouping. You take what I say with a grain of salt.
Okay.
I feel I'm gonna say like 30 plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I feel like 30 plus is seeing more of the organizations, the metrics, the opposing sides that were used against us to tear down the black household, the black dollar, the black community. I feel as if they are seeing more of that and kind of coming back from that to, I'm not saying they never helped because they did hold the house down more when most of the men were not being mature in their activities and their actions. Because
They was locked up and on drugs.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I feel like they're more in the household, more helping and stuff like that. Now, if I'm going more like the younger generation, which once again take that with a grain of salt because we were all young to a certain degree to where you were just running, gunning, doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like doing your sexy red, doing whatever they got going on. So, and also, I'm a man, so I can't necessarily speak for what they're going through, what their life is, why they're going through it, how they feel, what they think. That's why everything I'm saying is just a grain of salt outside looking in. But do I, like I said, do I feel like on the older aspect of it, I feel like we are coming together. I feel like there's more unity as the black woman grows. I feel like there's more unity between us as black men grow, as people grow. So that's just my aspect on it. That's how I do it. That's what I've experienced.
All right, ask that question again.
What is the present state of the black woman in America?
So, for starters, let's just put this out there. Black women are not a monolith. Right? They ain't all the same.
Yeah.
Monolith. Alright? But what I will say is black women are the most educated group in America. Start there. Problem with that saying, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is although black women are the most educated group, that does not include all black women, right? Black men dominate in sports, but nigga, I ain't slam dunking on no motherfucking body, so that I'm not dominating in sports. Me, so for me to walk around like what? Black men is dominating. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of women that aren't a part of the educated group. We ain't shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They are, and I think that is what is happening. A lot of people who haven't done the work get to go and walk around with the title that they didn't earn. If that makes sense, right?
Okay.
Now, I'm surrounded constantly by some awesome black women. And I think that it all depends on the type of man that you are. So the state of black women, in my opinion, determines on the man, right?
Right.
Men are what brings greatness in black women because we're the leaders, right? So if you are surrounded by black women that ain't shit, that's a reflection of who you are as a man.
Okay.
So that's what I would say. The current state of black women is they are growing and they are becoming and they are stepping outside, that they're being vigilant. They are opening up their minds to things that are bigger than just black people in general, right? I'm seeing a lot of black women throwing away the weave and becoming natural. And to me, that says that they're getting back to who we really are, and they're really finding themselves. The state of black women, again, in my opinion, I think it determines it's determined by what the black men are that is in that circle. And again, if the women around you, if niggas saying these bitches ain't shit, birds of a feather, and you're like the beat, my nigga, like you're the head, so they don't have a reason to.
That's what you attract.
It's what you attracted.
Good love.
Because good black women ain't just going around just any old raggedy ass nigga if she conscious of who she is. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. I would say the state of black women is they are growing, and in my opinion, outside of the anomalies, they are outgrowing a lot of men, and I know some that are doing great things and not bitching and complaining about it. Like I know some niggas that cry about everything. They ain't even doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So niggas need to get themselves. Ask that question about niggas. That's
I was just finna, that was a great segue. I was gonna say, Faith, stay a black man. I want you to get closer to that mic, Faith, because what you saying is real valuable. You feel me? And I want to make sure they hear everything that you
Cook. Chef Boyard face.
I got you. We're on the state of black men.
Black man, the black man.
The black man. All right, so I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah.
I feel as if for the black man, as history has gone by, we have been taught that we, obviously have to be the breadwinners, we have to be strong, we have to be head of household, we got to provide, and these things, these are all rudimentary things we've all heard across the board, not even just as a black man, but in other cultures, groups, races, blah, blah, blah. You already know us as a black man is a different, American black man is different than an African black man or a European black man. We have our own specific struggles.
African American.
Absolutely, completely different thing. And I feel as if we are now getting more to the point where we are no longer just circus based, and we are now diving and delving more into who we are as black men, whether it is as a group, as a unit, or it's individually. Like as in before, as you were explaining yourself, you say like, this is where I came from, this is what I know, this is how I was raised when I got off the porch, this is what I had outside of my house. Or you were saying like coming up from Baltimore, this, that, and the other, you were at least be able to articulate who you are, where you're from, and the origin of it, versus when there was a point in time that like when my pops would talk about it, he said like, we didn't know nothing about none of that. They didn't know anything about their internal feelings about themselves, of how they're
emotional intelligence.
Exactly. So now it's not you're not just physically strong. You're not emotionally strong. You're not able to overcome challenges. You're able to overcome no. You're able to overcome rejection. Now we still have young ones that are working through it, as we all are. That just going to a level of maturity. But I feel as if we are now getting to a state where we know we have to pick ourselves up by our bootstraps, and we still have help from the black woman, from our own community, from our groups, as we're sitting here talking, like-minded individuals, but still holding ourselves accountable for our actions, our thoughts, and what we do, and the results from it. I feel it's like we are leaning more into that.
I'm concerned about the YNs, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I want to shout out the family, to the young girl that got passed away in Piedmont Park over 404 day, you know what I mean? And then we having these events and all this violence is happening. Like, I grew up in a very violent time, you know what I mean? It was just rampant. He was getting killed every week, like literally. You know what I mean? That was just that. But I feel like even now when I hear like drill music and stuff like that, I'm like, damn, we gotta stop killing each other, bro. You know what I mean? And it ain't us, you know what I mean? But it's us. It is affecting all of us. You know what I mean? And everybody, you know, doing their own thing, made it out, this, that, and the third. But like I said earlier, somebody gotta talk to. You know, at least the ones younger than you, your family. You know what I mean? I made sure everybody behind me didn't get in the game. My little brothers, my little cousins, my son, like I burnt that bridge after I crossed it. There ain't nobody else doing it. You got to be that bridge burner for at least the ones that you could affect. You know what I mean? And then whoever else there is, like if you do it and you do it and then they'll start doing it and they'll start going in a different direction. I said, look, I don't care what you do. You ain't finna do this. You know?
Leading by, like I said, hold yourself accountable, leading by example. I did a short stint of being a middle school art teacher in New Orleans. Holly Grove, Lil Wayne's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And a lot of the kids, most of them are held back 2, 3, 4, 5 times. They don't get past a 6th or 7th grade reading level, even if they get just pushed on like high school. And a lot, you know, raised by the grandma, like a lot of us are, raised by grandmother, raised by mama, something like that. And even looking at the younger generation and saying like, man, they wildin'. I realized also the older generation looked at us like we was wild.
Yeah.
So it's like lead by example. You instill as much as you can. You're not gonna save everybody. You will never be able to save everybody. You save who you can when you can. You don't feed a man a fish. You teach a man how to fish and eat for a lifetime. And you just do your absolute best. You do your part. I feel like that's the best thing you can do.
That's why I say, yo, that's your responsibility to at least affect the ones that you can, that are in your reach, that are you know what I mean, behind you, under you, around you, at least. You know what I mean? And that will make the difference if everybody's doing it. Oh, man. Whole lot of niggas.
State of the man.
You had 20 minutes to think about it.
State of the man.
I feel like black men was let down by the OGs. I feel like a lot of OGs.
What age group is that?
All the YNs that you was talking about learned that shit from the OGs.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like, I
Oh, let me cook.
Go ahead.
And again, this ain't everybody, right?
All right.
But we talking about just the mass majority. We gotta acknowledge it, and if we don't acknowledge it, we just gonna keep going down the same path, right? You can even look at the state of music, right? Every new young nigga that come out with music is talking about blowing a nigga fucking head off, and they ain't even never even blew a nigga. They ain't even never even had to even do none of that shit. Right. They just feel like that's what the fuck they have to do, and that shit is passed down. And right now we in a cycle, right? Right now we're in a cycle to where we've seen it work for whoever came before.
Right.
We've seen it work, so now people feel like they have to do it like this.
Because they got rich doing it
because they got rich doing it like that.
So I'm doing it like that.
You're not even seeing. To me, it's sad that we have some artists who push a certain type of agenda or the street code.
Mm-hmm.
If in any time we don't realize that the street code is a fake ass code by now, I don't know what the fuck else is gonna happen. Right? All of your heroes, when they get caught up, they tell him.
Right. I told my son the first rule of the game is there is no rules.
It ain't no rules.
It ain't no rules. There's just a billion other rules that follow, but the first one is that it ain't no rules.
We got people who will go and get revenge on our own, but niggas like George Zimmerman is still fucking walking around freely and shit.
Eating breakfast.
You feel me? Painting pictures of Trayvon Martin and selling Skittles with the pictures and shit. But he's still walking around free. Meanwhile, you ready to blow a nigga head off because he made a mistake and stepped on your shoe.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I think that, and again, we have anonymous.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's great black men. I ain't talking about you niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me? I think that even with the greats, we don't see black men uniting, that all the greats uniting and actually doing something for the community, on something that's like, we see women getting together and saying we're gonna do women retreats and we're gonna do the girls this and the girls that. I'm a girl's girl, blah 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 blah. Yeah. But we don't see I'm a man's man, I'm a men's men, or none of that type of shit. Something that's promoting a positive image when it comes to black men.
Thing on Saturday that I just signed up for, and it was like a meal something or something. I think Big Meat's supposed to be there or something, and it was something or something. Like, I went to this men's group or this, that, and I ain't gonna lie, after going through the game, I don't like hanging around men for real. You know what I mean? You got to be a special type of dude for me to want to hang around you. You know what I mean? Because it just come with too much. You know what I mean? And it's like,
when you say it come with too much, what you mean? Elaborate.
I mean, I was in a position where I just had to play for keeps against people that was supposed to be close to me and something. You know, like, shit get dangerous. Fucking with men, like, you fall out with a woman, she might slash your tire, bust your window, fill your tank with this, that, and the third, this, whatever. But you sit there and you get into it with your folks, and one of y'all might blow one of each other's head off.
It's like we see each other as prey.
Yeah, it's like, and I rather even not deal with men to have to get to a point, because I'm not fit to play with no nigga about my life, like, at all. You know what I mean? You cross me, you this, that, and the third. Like, you know, it's a point in time. We done skipped all the formalities. Mm-hmm. Cross me, gunplay.
But that's what's plaguing. And that goes back to what we were saying at the beginning about actually having a moral code.
Yeah, but everybody ain't playing by that.
I agree.
I changed, but this nigga ain't, so I need to make it home.
Now you see why black men are in a completely different place. Women don't necessarily have the threat of violence on their side if somebody fuck them over or do X, Y, Z, right? They have the threat of violence, but not the threat of death.
Right.
Now that's a conversation I've had with people before. And like that, you name that. Anybody can be harmed. Anybody can be hurt. Yeah. Anybody can die. You know, if you're alive, that means you have the capability to die.
For sure.
And I'll say, as a black man, we are the number one. Okay, let me back up. If black women say they are the most hated, right? Let's say if there's any woman that agrees with that, you agree with that. If you don't agree with that, it is what it is. If they're the most hated by all cultures, whatever, then I personally say the black man is the most hunted, right? And I think it's kind of stepping on in the realm of what you're saying, like, and there's some in some instances there are things worse than death, like rape, hurt, maul, whatever it is. But when we leave the house, there's a literal target on our back. You know what I'm saying? Which comes all back. We can go down the long line of slavery, walk in the room, put your head down, this, that, and the other. Like, I'm born and raised from Texas, real red state.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's not like it in every area. Yeah, like you may, depending on where you are, you could possibly go a whole day. Just let you know. Somebody from Texas can tell you this if you're in the right area. You can go a whole day without seeing another black person.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
You see, that means like one in every black person, every 33 white people is one black folk. And that means you are not the majority. You are outnumbered. You are overpowered. So that means at any point in time, if they're like, hey, whether it comes to jobs, whether it comes to opportunities, whether it comes to financial situation, where you live, this, that, and the other, there are certain areas where you are not going to have that extra leg up, like here in, let's say, Atlanta, where you can. There's a lot more things and more privileges that we personally have. And I'm speaking for where I'm coming from, but like I said before, getting back to the point, we are the number one hunted. So when you speak of Tavon Martin and certain people, or certain children, or kids, or whatever, we're taught already for what until like, hey, you whistle at a girl, you do a certain thing, or if you don't keep your hand on the steering wheel, it's not you about to get a ticket or go to jail. It is you will die.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I think that the threat of each other is way more prevalent than the threat from
White people.
I think
Or police.
I think black people kill each other way more than white people kill black people.
They ain't even think.
It's more publicized
Statistically,
when it's police or when it's a white person do it, like, oh, you wasn't supposed to do that. But shit, every day, you know what I mean? It don't even make the news. It's happening every day in somebody's hood, somebody's dying. Like, that ain't that's a few times a year type thing.
Yeah.
Cross country for a white person to kill a black person, but black people is killing black people every day. Every day.
the scary part to me is that people are basically normalizing it. But anybody that's in close proximity to each other is blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't be hearing this shit when with the motherfucking Jewish community in America or the Asian community in America and shit. They ain't just murking each other at the same rate. Like you said, the most hunted, and they're normalizing the hunting. And making you seem like it's just normal. This shit is not fucking normal.
No.
It's not normal, right? And in our community, you and I, we've been all across the country. In every black community across the country, they still playing "Pop that nigga head off." Blah, blah. For the niggas that we getting killed like that, and they still playing the theme music for it is crazy to me. That's what made me switch my entire everything.
That's why I'd rather isolate myself to not participate in it. And I'm a probabilities person. In certain areas, the probability of me having to defend my life goes up.
Yeah.
And I know when I'm in these places, like, even if I'm somewhere that I'm not from, like, oh, this the Jets. I can recognize the Jets. As soon as I touch down, it could be nobody outside, like, oh, this the Jets. You know what I mean? But that's probabilities. You know what I mean?
Immediately go up.
You know what I mean?
Head on the swivel.
It's all about, environment, like you said. Environment. Yeah. How we gonna bring this home, man? How we gonna bring these home, players? What's the necessary and unnecessary about all of this we talked about?
I was gonna ask what you got working on, what you working on, what you doing, what y'all working on. I was gonna ask y'all what your future entails. Check it out, Playaz.
So we got Necessary Films. I just dropped a skit series called Red Flags. It debuted on Monday. The second episode came out yesterday. I'm dropping them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Starring myself, Brittany the Realtor from Love and Hip Hop, and Throwed Off Wine, comedian, and Bree, Real Rare. So I'm getting into the films now. You know what I mean? Still pushing Necessary. Shaking the baby movie, moving out, doing everything I could do, man. I keep myself busy. That's how you stay out of
Keep
trouble.
yourself busy.
There you go. What you working on, real?
So right now, I'm actually writing a movie too. This would be actually I shot my first movie already.
Mhm.
I'm still in the editing phase. Right now, I'm shooting shooting a movie. Well, I'm writing a movie, trying to finish the script.
Mhm.
I'm going back to Baltimore to shoot. Outside of that, I'm putting together another independent tour. And I'm looking forward to at least hitting at least 25 different states this time, and fucking the game up and staying independent as possible.
Mhm.
When they come chasing, I mean, they see money
Oh,
that
yeah.
you might not see, or they might think that you don't see. So,
Mhm.
a couple people been hitting me about all different types of deals and situations and shit.
Mhm.
So I wanna I wanna stick to my guns. Like I said, I'm the type of nigga that's gonna die on my shield. If I win, I win, but I win on my terms. If I
Yeah.
fail, I fail, but I fail on my terms.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think people should get comfortable with being on their terms sometimes instead of selling out. Shit, you lose all your power. I'm all about empowerment for us and bringing us together. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on for right now.
I mean, I asked both of you men to come on the show because they're both extremely talented. I only seen them perform one time, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they doing their damn thing, man. I was like, definitely like, we don't give each other props enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said, dude, these is doing that thing. Nah, for real.
It's funny,
though.
we had already tapped in. I didn't even know he was gonna be
Yeah.
here. We had already tapped in.
Is that right? Man, look, I see you, and then I see you. I said, then y'all was the standouts for
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting it. My man came out with the Tony the Tiger
Yeah.
first to the floor. I said, what this nigga fit to do?
Yeah.
And bust down on their ass, went crazy. I said, oh, it was singing. For real singing, like, sounded like the record. I said, shit, he did his thing, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
for sure. Then Cool Breeze came out. He was all, I couldn't even see him at first. Spy versus Spy with the white and the black and the weapon. He let somebody else perform, man. You know, he fucking it up. Went crazy. I said, that's how you know what I mean? He giving a real show. He bust out of that, oh, I'm just gonna walk around with 100 niggas on stage talking shit. You know what I mean?
No.
They really went crazy out there. You feel me?
No.
So I just wanted to interject that.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, I mean,
Man, I'm glad. I was glad I was able to perform for y'all. I was glad to see you perform.
For sure.
And grateful to be
Likewise.
here. And I'm right now working this chitlin circuit.
yeah.
I'm hitting all the strip clubs, all the podcasts.
Kissing babies.
Oh man, what? son?
Kissing baby. Yeah, the thing
Oh man, I'm pulling cats out of
Yes.
I'm kissing babies. I've been in all the strip clubs. I've been going through all the podcasts. I'm just now hitting on the mic drop.
Yeah.
That's how you build your fan base, man. That's how you build your supporters.
Yeah.
Say not even that. You know what I
So
mean?
that, but then I always make sure, I hope that any and everybody, my personal last question would be for y'all, would be like, what is your goal as what you're doing? Like for me, I'm hitting on this because my ultimate goal is to be able to hit a platform like on the radar, and then also be able to perform on the live stage at Rolling Loud and Coachella, to be able to give that demographic, the crowd, the type of energy that I personally put out. So I always ask people like, what's the goal like when you're putting all these things together? What are you shooting for? So I feel like even just saying it out loud, you don't know who's listening or who's around you, or just putting those words that you said power has.
Words got
in
power.
Words got power to be able to manifest that for y'all. So I ask y'all like, what are y'all's plans and what's your goal?
To do the fuck much as I can. I'm not gonna tell myself no. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm gonna do as much as I possibly can.
Yes.
Everything I can think of, I'm gonna try that shit, do that shit, run that shit, do that.
There you go.
Okay.
So you know,
For me, I'm an actor, comedy, and I envision my career to be Eddie Murphy-ish, Jamie Foxx-ish, but it's a whole lot of nigga. You know what I'm saying? God speaks to me in dreams, and every dream that I have that God has given me, down to here I go, I've brought to life, and I just hope to continue to have that open line of communication with the higher power, and I just know that it's my duty to bring those visions to life. And so far, coming from where I come from, the way that I came up, most of the people that I grew up with are either dead, in prison, or just down and out. And I want to continue to be an example of you can always get up and be more.
yeah.
You know, I'm from Be More. You can always get up and be more. Life ain't over until you stop breathing. So, my ultimate goal is to show that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You just gotta take it one step at a time. And you crawl, walk, run, fly. You know what I mean? Stay fly. You know, be the example that you want to see in the world.
Oh yeah, he quoted God.
Yeah, cheers to that.
I'll tell anybody who asks me for help, I sell grind. I don't even sell shine. The shine come with the grind, but the grind don't come with the shine. If you focus on the shine, then you know you'll get it and lose it. But if you focus on the grind, then I'll pick up shiny things along the grind.
Yeah.
You feel me? As I can, but I don't never chase the shine. I think I'm chasing the grind. That's why I say I would do everything I could think of. For as long as I could think of it, as long as I could do it, I would just do, you know what I mean? I don't have no limit. I think about like Jay-Z, I think about Dr. Dre, I think about those who have surpassed, you know, a lot of people. But I mean, it's gotta be somebody that surpassed them people. So you feel me? I feel like I'm not gonna limit myself. I'm not gonna tell myself no. Anything I can think of, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try my best to do it, and you feel me? And then I'm gonna damn do it, cause my daddy said trying ain't doing it. You feel me? So you feel me? I'm a shaking motherfucking baby.
Yeah.
All the time. What about you, Face?
I'm happy to be live, and yeah, man, I gave you my goals, my dreams, aspirations, and I know there's more above that. And I take it one step at a time.
One step at a time.
And I apply the pressure, like, you know, not to do a mic drop or nothing, but hey, I fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, on that note, man, we gonna let these players go about their business, man. We appreciate them coming through to the necessary, unnecessary podcast.
Sure.
The livest podcast in the world. We had a whole live nigga in this bitch and
Cheers.
Face, man. Fucking it up. Tell them where they can find y'all at, man. Y'all gotta follow these men game, follow these men program, follow these men career, follow these men progress, and all of these and such and things.
And Face, aka Face the Stage. You can find me on all social platforms at Face the Stage, FACETHESTAGE. All merch and everything you can find online at www.facethestage.com. Boy.
Yeah. And you can find me at Whole Live Nigga everywhere. Whole like a whole pie, live like Instagram live, and nigga like nigga where the
How
fuck
you
is
get
my
that
money?
name? Everybody gonna be mad at me if I don't ask you how you got that name.
Man, I was booked.
Uh-huh.
And I was the live radio, the whole live nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Commissary. Hey, I need motherfucking 16 noodles.
Mm-hmm.
I need motherfucking 2 fish packs, motherfucking tuna fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, throw that shit down. You know what I mean? Niggas used to throw the motherfucking shit down over the tiers and shit into the common area, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I sing. The whole live nigga.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Singing live from the pie.
Yeah. yeah.
Live to the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that boy do his thing, Face do his thing, and we out this thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Y'all the thingamajig. My guys in here. Appreciate it.
We in here. I appreciate you.
Man. Yeah. Put the alley on.
What the helly?
It's still alive, gentlemen. Hold on.
And we out this motherfucker.